This is Jamie Dyer welcoming you to another edition of the Quo-Cast. It's the last one of the year. I cannot believe where 2024 has gone. This really has been a whirlwind of a year. It always goes quickly, but this year in particular seems to have gone and it's gone. I mean, it doesn't feel that long ago since we were talking at the beginning of the year about Francis Rossi starring with the Kemps in that BBC spoof, or Rhino's solo album, or the milestones that have been this year, the various albums I've talked about with the likes of Mick Hughes and Greg Harper. Like, it's just absolutely flown by. I mean, this year we had what could be Quo's final tour. Did you go to it? Please do let me know your thoughts. I'd love for you to come on the podcast in the new year. This year didn't get off to the greatest of starts for me for personal reasons, but as it went on, the podcast just grew and grew, and I cannot believe it. I can't believe where I am right now, and I feel so fortunate that there are so many people out there who are interested in discussing Quo, from many different points of view. And I think that's where the podcast this year has changed somewhat, because it became quite difficult for whatever reason, for personal reasons, for professional reasons, to get interviews on a regular basis. And we've had a few this year which have been utterly fantastic. And it's been great to talk to, say, David Wood from the Quo Experience. Tommy Parfit came on with him. We had Aggie from a glam rock band. We've had, all kinds of guests this year, and I'm very thankful. But we've also had kind of analysis and talking about Quo product and albums in particular, and I think that's where it has grown this year. People seem to really like it. So thank you so much from me to you for supporting that. And that's what I'm going to take into the next year, because 5 years ago this has turned from a hobby into almost like a job. This is very enjoyable for me to do. If you'd like to come on as a guest in the new year, then please do get in contact, whether you're a Quo fan or in a band, or you've had something to do with Quo over the last 60 years now. I mean, speaking of that, we had John Keeling on, the director of The Party Ain't Over Yet and many of Quo's music videos over the years. It was great to hear his memories of End of the Road in 1984, and I hope to get him on again in the new year to talk about the anniversary of that documentary, which I watched recently. It's as good as ever. I love it. It's one of my favourite Quo documentaries. So to wrap this up, I've been thinking about the first song or album that I might listen to by Status Quo in 2025. For me, it's probably most likely to be in preparation for this podcast, or perhaps even Burning Bridges, because that always seems to come out around this time of year. But it's more likely to be something celebrating an anniversary next year, such as Mark Kelly's Greasy Spoon, Just Supposing, On the Level, Anniversary Waltz, something like that anyway. I hope you have a great New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. What are you up to? Let me know. My usual thing is have a nice time with my family, have a nice meal, and then watch whatever happens to be around midnight, whoever happens to be playing at Big Ben, or watching Jules Holland. Watch the fireworks, then turn the TV off, go to bed, and wake up in the new year. That tends to be my kind of way round it. But what about you? Do let me know in the comments below. And if I don't speak to you until then, I hope you have an amazing new year. Happy New Year to you. And I will see you in 2025. Thank you so much for supporting the Quo-Cast in 2024. Here's to the next 12 months. Thank you.